Hi everyone, my name's Fiona. This session is specifically designed for children. Whether you're a parent, a grandparent, a carer, and you've got young children in the house, I can imagine how difficult the last few days have been, and indeed this will continue for a number of weeks. It's really important that everyone has some quiet time during the day, and particularly for young children whose perhaps day now doesn't have the same structure it had before. Perhaps they're missing school friends, perhaps they're missing family, and sometimes children don't articulate how stressed or worried they are about what's going on around them. They might feel like they have to be brave, that they have to keep things to themselves because they think everyone else has got enough to worry about. This is an important set of exercises which can help our children build in confidence, build their resilience, but also begin to communicate to us about how they're feeling. So the first session I'd like to do basically just involves 5-10 minutes during the day, and please practice this as often as you like with your children. And children are pretty amazing. They basically are not limited by the same things that adults are. They're not bothered about, looking a certain way. Their imaginations are amazing. So kids really, really love these techniques. Okay, so if you're with your children now, if you all find a nice, comfortable place to sit, you can lie down, you can sit in a chair, you can maybe wrap your favourite blanket around you, cuddle your favourite toy, whatever it is that works for you that makes you feel nice and comfy. Any carers there, make sure the TV's switched off, the radio's off, a nice quiet space for everyone. Make sure your mobile phones are switched off and only have this device on to play the recording. Okay, now that everyone's nice and comfortable, we'll start the first session. So just take a nice deep breath in. Feel your lungs expand with air and then let the air out again. Notice that you're already beginning to feel much calmer. It's really nice just to be quiet and still for a few minutes. Notice how your breathing is much easier. Perhaps you notice your heartbeat, and perhaps it's slowing down just a little bit. Now, the wonderful thing about these skills is that you can create whatever you want in this world. The mind is a wonderful thing. Everyone has an imagination, but children in particular are amazing at imagining all sorts of things. So first of all, I want you to imagine a beautiful blue sky. Really see how blue that sky is. Notice the sun is shining. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Notice what a beautiful place this is. How peaceful, calm, and safe. A lovely place to be. Now, as you look up into the sky, you'll notice in the distance there's some white fluffy clouds, all different shapes and sizes. They look so pretty against the blue sky. The clouds are beginning to drift towards us. We're going to count the next 10 clouds together. Now, in this place, you can imagine whatever you wish. So, let's notice the first cloud coming towards us. You can create whatever shape you want this cloud to be in. I know one of my favourites is to create the shape of a baby elephant. I can see the elephant walking towards me, gentle and soft, moving its trunk and moving from side to side. I can only imagine what animal you've decided your first cloud's going to look like. Watch as the first cloud gently drifts clouds in front of you. Perhaps the animal nods its head towards you, or perhaps it just passes by, so calm, relaxed and comfortable. Watch as your first cloud now drifts off into the distance. So calm and peaceful. Very comfortable here. Very safe. Very peaceful. Now in the distance, you notice a second cloud just comes into view. This cloud looks a little different than the first one. I can only imagine what you have decided this second cloud will look like. It may be a giraffe, or a little fish, or a giant whale. I can only imagine what you've decided. Watch as the cloud, a beautiful cloud, drifts across the sky. Perhaps the animal you've chosen is dancing, perhaps it's swirling around, or perhaps it's walking slowly and steadily across the sky. Watch as the cloud passes by and begins to drift off into the distance, leaving behind the feeling of peace, of calmness, very comfortable, so relaxed. Perhaps your eyelids are feeling quite heavy now. Just can't be bothered to open them. No one wants anything at the minute. Nice to be just quiet and peaceful. Yes, I notice the third cloud has just come into view. Decide what your cloud's going to be this time. What wonderful animal. Or for some of you, it might be your favourite toy. It could be your teddy bear. It could be a car that you particularly like. It could be a truck. It could be a doll. You decide whatever you want that to be. Watch as the cloud now begins to move towards you. So calm and relaxed, very comfortable. Just watch as the third cloud now drifts by, ever so slowly, ever so peacefully. Watch the cloud as it begins to drift into the distance now, so peaceful and relaxed, beautifully calm, very comfortable here. Yes, I can see it as well. The fourth cloud's here. It's just beginning to drift towards us. You know what to do. Design the cloud however you want it. Perhaps imagining many different colours this time. Perhaps this cloud is quite different to the other ones. Perhaps you can hear music with this cloud. Perhaps you can touch it. Perhaps it wraps itself around you and carries you into the air so gently. You can decide what's special about this cloud. All I know is how beautiful it is and how calm and peaceful I can see you are already. If you have floated up with your cloud, just allow your cloud to gently drift back down to the ground. You place your feet on the ground and you watch the cloud begin to rise. The cloud now begins to drift off into the distance, so very calm, so very peaceful, a beautiful place to be. Ah yes, I see the fifth cloud. This again is a different cloud. I know what my cloud looks like, but I can only wonder what yours is like. See that fifth cloud now begin to drift towards you. Remember your imagination. In your imagination, you can make this cloud whatever you like. Yes, I like your ideas. I like how your imagination is working. What an amazing cloud. Feel how peaceful and calm you feel here. How beautiful it is here. Watch as your cloud drifts off into the distance, leaving behind the feeling of peacefulness and calm. A sixth cloud there, I can just see it peep into view. Look how beautiful it is against the blue sky. Watch as your cloud now begins to drift towards you. And again, you know what to do. This cloud can be whatever you wish it to be. I'll be quiet for a moment while you design exactly what you want it to look like. Beautiful. Now watch that cloud now drifting away, drifting way off into the distance. How beautiful. Peaceful and calm, comfortable, safe, calm and peaceful. And now the seventh cloud just comes into view. Design this one again however you wish. All you know is it's peaceful, beautiful and calm. Perhaps you've added extra colours this time. Perhaps this one's got fairy lights around it. Perhaps this one has lots of little animals jumping around inside. I don't know, whatever you decide, it's amazing. Watch as this cloud now begins to drift off into the distance. Peaceful and calm. And now I can see an eighth cloud. It's beautiful, it's amazing. Wow, how good are you at creating these beautiful clouds? How peaceful and calm they are. Watch your cloud now begin to drift towards you. See its shape. Hear and feel all the things that you need to from this cloud. Feel how calm you feel. Feel how peaceful you feel. Watch as your cloud drifts off into the distance now, carrying with it all your worries, all the things that have been troubling you. They drift off with the cloud, leaving behind peacefulness, quietness and calm. And now we've got two more clouds to look after. And they look after us. They help us feel calmer and more peaceful. So watch as your ninth cloud comes towards you now. Perhaps this one is very different from the other ones, or perhaps it's one of your favourite ones that you had earlier and you've decided to have it again. Whatever you decide, imagine it now. Feel all those feelings you have with this cloud. See it drift gently and easily towards you. So pretty against the blue sky. Now watch as this cloud begins to drift off into the distance, carrying with it any worries, any things that have been on your mind, things that you have been concerned about, things that you just are very happy for them to go. Let them drift off with the cloud. Feel how peaceful you feel. Notice how sleepy you might be feeling. So relaxed. The final cloud now has just come into view. This cloud is the most amazing of them all. Beautiful colours, beautiful sounds. Maybe it's extra fluffy, extra big, so gorgeous. Makes you feel so happy inside, so peaceful and calm, content and safe. Perhaps you see this cloud now wrapping itself all around you like a great big hug. Feel how beautiful this feels. Feel how peaceful you feel. What a lovely feeling. This feeling of peacefulness and calm, this feeling of that lovely gentle calmness will stay with you now. It will stay with you for the rest of the day. And when you're ready, we're going to come all the way back now. So I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I reach 5, you'll be fully awake, alert, feeling refreshed, chilled out, having a lovely time. 1. You can feel yourself sitting in the chair or lying on the bed. You can feel your teddy bear or your blanket or whatever it is that you've got with you. 2. Hear all the noises now, all the noises from the street, perhaps the noises of people next door or people in their gardens. 3. You can feel your body now. You can feel your little toes, your legs, your arms. You can feel all of you, and you start to have a little wriggle. And 4. Your eyes might be open now, feeling wide awake, feeling great, feeling really refreshed. And 5. Wide awake, fully conscious, ready to get on with the rest of the day. So I hope you all enjoyed that session. And I really hope you'll be able to practice these anytime you're feeling a little bit fed up, or if people are like a bit in a grumpy mood or just feeling a bit fed up. It really can help. A little bit of peacefulness and just practicing these things every day is really good, and it's a nice thing to do as a family all together. Okay. So the second set of techniques I'd like to explain to you now. Now again, you can either do this with your children now, or mums, dads, grandmas, granddads or carers. You can listen to the rest of this recording, and this is something that you can do with your children that you're looking after. This is very simple, and this is about visualising things, because the mind is pretty amazing. If you imagine or visualise certain things in the mind, the body will follow suit. So if you have a calmness or you're letting go of worries or anxieties, the body will very quickly follow in terms of getting rid of any tension or any pent up frustrations or whatever. So this one is really good for children who maybe can't express how they're feeling, but they like to do something physical. So again, just get yourself in a comfortable position. Just sitting in a chair is fine. So this time it's about visualising and using a technique to let some of those tensions go. Okay, so when you're ready, just close your eyes. Now I want you to imagine a little worry. Where is that little worry in your body? Do you feel it in your tummy? Do you feel it in your chest? Some people feel it in their heads. Just find out where that little worry lives in your body. Once you've found that little worry, what colour is it? Is it pink? Is it red? Is it black? Is it brown? What colour is it? What shape is it? Is it like a circle? Or is it more spiky? Or is it a funny kind of blob shape? I don't know. What shape is that little worry in your body? Does it feel hot or cold? Okay. So now we know what colour this little worry is, we know what shape it is, and we know whether it's hot or cold. So really, really focus on that little worry that you've had. Think about what that little worry is. See it in your body. Feel it in your body. Notice its shape, how hot or cold it is, what colour it is. Really, really concentrate on where it is. Is it in your tummy? Is it in your chest? Great. You've found it. You know exactly what it looks like and feels like. So now we're going to do something amazing. We are going to move this little worry, because with the power of your own mind, you can move this little worry away from you, and make yourself feel so much better. So really, really focus on where that little worry is. Now begin to move that little worry from wherever it is, whether that's in your tummy or your chest or in your throat. It might even be in your big toe, I don't know. Begin to move the little worry. Move it all the way up towards your shoulder. You can choose which shoulder you want. That's it. Move it all the way up towards your shoulder. Well done. Now move that little worry all the way down your arm. That's it. Move it all the way down your arm. Move it all the way into the palm of your hand. Notice that worry. Look at the colour of that worry, the shape. Is it hot or cold? When you're happy that little worry is now in the palm of your hand, I want you to make a fist around it. You really, really, really grip it so tight you're crushing it now in the palm of your hand. Crush it as hard as you can, as harder than that, even harder. Really squish it down, and then release your hand. Oh, notice how that worry now is floated away. It's moved away from you, and your hand feels so relaxed. So lovely not to have that worry in the palm of your hand anymore. The worry's gone away now. You look into the distance, you can see it drifting away, way off into the distance. So tiny now I can't even see it. And notice how calm you feel. Notice how lovely it is not to have that little worry in your body. How nice does that feel? Now open your eyes again. Well done. Now this is really great. You can use it any time of day, as many times as you like, when those worries start to come into your body. Just close your eyes for a few seconds. See where that worry is in your body. Notice what colour it is, what shape it is. Is it hot or cold? And then begin to move that little worry away from that part of your body up towards your shoulder. Let the worry come all the way down your arm into the palm of your hand. Let that worry sit there, and then get your fist around it and really squash it. Squash it right down as hard as you can, harder than that, and then let it go. Let the worry go and see it drift off into the distance. Notice how calm you feel, how lovely it feels not to have that worry there anymore. So I hope you enjoyed those two techniques. I'll share some more techniques tomorrow, particularly for those of you who are looking after children. All I'd like to say is that I have done some things today which make me feel better. I have drawn my rainbow. This will be going in the window of my house to let other people know that there's lots of beautiful and wonderful things still in the world, and that we're hopeful, and that this time that we're in will pass, and all of us will learn a lot of things about each other, some beautiful time we have with our children and the people that we love, and also that we can send love to the many people that we're separated from. Good luck everyone who's looking after children, and try and practice some of these techniques, and I really hope they help. My very best wishes to you all. Bye.